Welcome back everyone to my channel. This is Donnie. You're watching Diamond Painting by Donnie. And we're gonna have a drill with me today. I know it takes forever for me to get set up for one of these, and I've just been sleeping the last few days. So I'm like really behind. I was supposed to have this up Saturday, and it's definitely not going to be up Saturday because today is already Tuesday, and I'm just trying to catch up. It's not that I was tired, but I was in pain, so I just stayed in bed. I didn't want to get up and deal with it, so I just stayed in bed all day. And the only reason I'm able to do that right now is because my husband isn't working, and I can afford the luxury of sleeping whenever I want. And yeah, so that's what I did. Because I know when he goes back to work, I'm not going to be able to do that. Basically, I was only up long enough. Well, I got up this morning at 3 a.m. Well, yesterday morning, I should say. And I did my pin order. I then got up with Teslin, got her off to school, and then I did the last little bits of my pin order. Answered a few comments on Facebook and YouTube, and then I went to lay down for a little bit, and I just didn't get back up until midnight. Teslin, well, I woke up for a while when Teslin got home, and then took care of her, did her hair for her after her bath, and then I laid down with her. Well, I had her lay down with me because I was already laying down, got her to sleep, and then I kept waking up, but I didn't want to deal with the pain, so I would go back to sleep. And so midnight I decided I'd finally get up, and I thought maybe I could watch a movie with my husband. Oh, but he decided he wanted to go to bed, so no movie. And here it is, 2 a.m. on Tuesday, and I'm finally doing my drill with me. I do have that tag to finish. I have probably very little that happened this week to talk about, but the main thing that's happened this last week is I really don't even want to give it any attention on here. But I have a pest that's bothering me, and actually it's been quiet the last couple of days because I think I finally got her blocked completely. So this woman was not happy because I did not post my videos the day that I recorded them, and that's just flabbergasting to me because many YouTubers do not post their videos until several days, sometimes weeks after they've made their videos. In fact, YouTube has this these videos that they put out to help you with your channel, and they actually suggest that you do not post your videos the same day that you record them, because then you're going to rush through editing. Things aren't going to look as streamlined. They won't look as smooth. So they suggest not to post your videos the day that you record them. And I just don't think this woman understands what it means to actually have a video, a channel, and do what it takes. I don't know anybody that can unbox everything, edit, post it all in the same day. I don't know anybody who does that. But apparently she thinks everybody else but me does that. So To her, I'm the slacker, and she said she's going to keep bothering me until I do what she wants. So, I've just been dealing with that, but now, it's been quiet, and I can, finally get some peace because she, has been blocked on every platform, and I'm just, I've got people watching, but I just don't have to deal with it. But that's basically all that's happened. Christmas break is over. Tessa went back to school Monday. Apparently there was a shooting in the town over. Well, there was an attempted shooting. The person was apprehended before they could get inside the school, so that's kind of scary. And yeah, don't know what to say, really. I have so many different videos that I want to make, but then when I think about doing them or get ready to do them, I get so tired and just think, okay, I'll do it later. And then I'm just so not a self-manager, and that's what makes this hardest, is trying to keep myself managed to where I will do what I need to do in a timely manner. Like getting organized. That's a thing. I have it on my calendar. I have specific days to be working on getting my inventory organized so that I can make that video of showing you my inventory. And when those days come around, I'm like, I can do this instead. It's no big deal. So, my organizer that I bought for this helps a little bit. I mean, it's helping me to know what I should be doing, but it doesn't actually make me do what I have on there to do for that day. I mean, there's no rules saying that I have to have my drill with me done on Saturday and posted on Saturday. There's nothing that says that. So, because I make my own rules for my own channel. And because there is nobody hovering over me telling me I need to make sure to get this done today, but that's the beauty of this job is, I mean, I have some self-management, self-discipline, whatever it is, in order to be able to do this, because if you don't have any, it wouldn't work. And so that keeps it together. I mean, I make sure to do my pin orders on the days that I have outlined on my shop. I have it outlined that I ship them out. I do shipments Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I've been doing that. Sometimes I just am too tired to do it the night before, so I will get up like at 4 a.m. and do my pin order as long as I get it out that day, because I have to schedule a pickup with my postman. And I mean, of course I could tell them, oh, it's not ready, thanks for stopping by anyway, but you do that too often and they're going to probably stop coming to your door to pick up your packages. Even if they don't stop, I don't feel right not having it ready. Like one time when my printer stopped working on me, I actually had to tell them I couldn't do it because I needed a new printer. I had to manually write all the addresses on manually and go to the post office to pay for the postage and mail it that way when that happened. But you bet I got a printer that same day. I have way too much stuff to print out to not have a printer now. And But yeah, that keeps me, oh, what's that word? It keeps me where I'm doing what I need to be doing for that, because I have to plan it the night before midnight, I have to schedule the postman to come pick the packages up. The day before, it has to be before midnight. So that's why I cut off the order time to be shipped out the following day at noon, the day before. Because I can't, I have to get that scheduled. And I can't change it, so I don't want to tell the post office, postman, you have so many packages you'll be picking up. And then another order comes in, and then I have to add to it. No. So no, that's why I cut my order for the following day off at noon, the day before. And sometimes if I haven't put in my order yet, you'll be lucky and you'll get it in for that shipment. But I'm pretty on task with getting that done. Let's see. This first diamond painting to be displayed from an entry is by Sally Tuttle. It's called the Dreamcatcher Wolf, and it was purchased from Diamond Art Club. Yeah, I'm obsessing over getting these drills just perfect. I can't seem to get them perfect. Anyway, so I guess there's no school next Monday because of the holiday, some holiday. Martin Luther King Jr.'s birthday, I think. And, I actually bought a AC adapter for my camera because I was going through batteries like crazy. One day I went through 8 batteries because it takes, this camera takes 4 batteries, 4 AA's. And I was doing a bunch of filming, and I went through 8 of them because it was like I transferred my files. Well, I was transferring them with the camera on and doing it with the cord, but I decided that wasn't necessary. I don't want to do it over Wi-Fi because that takes up more of my limit of how much I can use per month. Just to transfer files to my computer. So I am now just taking out the SD card from my camera and putting it into my computer and just transferring it like that. And I've also got rechargeable batteries so that if I ever need to take my camera outside of the house, I will have rechargeable batteries. I bought a charger and I bought extra batteries. So I bought 8 rechargeable batteries so that I will have extras to use if they die while we're out and about. And then the recharger to keep them charged up. It takes a long time to recharge batteries on those rechargers though. And it's worked really well. I like it because it doesn't shut my camera off. It'll stay on as long as I leave it on because of the fact that it's running on AC power. But if it was on the batteries, it would just drain them really fast. So that it's made it a lot more enjoyable using this new camera. See, I've got a couple of videos I really want to get done. I'm hoping maybe because I'm like wide awake since I haven't had, since I've like slept for the last 2 days almost, that I can get some of these videos done today. But today's supposed to be an organizing day. And I do want to get that, worked on. Working on organizing. my biggest problem is matching up where my canvases are compared to where my the drills are. I mean, I'm gonna have to just, if I find a canvas I want to do, I'm gonna have to just pick a canvas and then find it in my book, and then I'll know where to find the drills, because it's a big job. It really is. I know everybody wants to see what I have. And really, if you want to see everything I have, all you have to do is go back to the beginning of my channel and watch all my videos. Because everything I have is what's in those videos. But yeah, I know that can take a lot of time. But it's going to take a lot of time to make this video too with my inventory. And it's already taking a lot of time doing the organizing so that I can actually go through my diamond paintings. This is a really bad place for this. I cannot. I'd rather have it here. There. Just hold it. There we go. Yeah, so there is a lot to go through. And most of you understand that, you know, my time is very hard to just manage, because with Teslin, you never know when she's going to be happy with just chilling with her toys and playing with her toys or watching her tablet. I don't blame her, but a lot of the time she wants to do something with me, and I love doing things with her, and so that's my priority. And some days I don't get anything done in here because I've, you know, spent hours doing crafts with her, or she loves to leave the house even just to go to the Dollar Tree, you know. So there's rare a time that I go anywhere without her. The only time now, if I don't go somewhere with her, it's because she's in school. But I don't mind taking her. She's, you know, my little buddy, and she's only going to be my little buddy for so long, because she's going to grow up and not want to be around me. I know, because I've got 2 other daughters that I went through this with, and they don't stay interested in mom forever. They end up, yeah, being more interested in, you know, their friends or boys. You know, that's not going to be soon, but her friends, she's starting to hang out with friends more, and they come over and play. She had a friend come over and play for several hours the other day. Funny thing is, my husband fell asleep on the couch while she was over, so the kid kept coming in here while I was trying to make videos, and she kept coming in to show me things, and she probably thinks I'm mean, because I just told her, I said, I'm working in here, so you need to, if you have a question or something, just go ask Teslin's dad. And then she told me he was asleep, and I'm like, it's fine that she was coming in and asking questions or whatnot, but she wasn't knocking. She would just walk right in. And so I was like, okay. She's actually a year older than Teslin, but she's in 2nd grade because of when her birthday lands, apparently. So she's 7, and she's in 2nd grade. So she can read, and Teslin is just starting that process of learning how to sound things out and read. I know for a fact I did not read in kindergarten when I was in kindergarten. No. Things have changed so much over the years. You know, in the last 40 years since I was her age. It's just crazy what they're learning. Math and multiplication. I mean, I can't believe it. They're learning how to multiply and divide. I mean, it may not look like it, but that's what they're doing when they're having them told them to get 4 sets of 40 items, and then make 4, put them into 10 groups of 10 and such and such, and then what happens when you have, how many do you have now that you have 2 sets of 10? How many is that? That's multiplication. Yeah, so I'm just in a bit of, just shock at how fast they start them on that kind of stuff nowadays. I mean, yeah. All right, maybe I should start this tag because I could just ramble on. And this next entry is a little baby dragon, and the artist is Sarah Karen Majori Bryce. Yeah, especially when you don't have someone talking back at you, you could just go on and on and on with one subject, even if, you don't know if it's an interesting subject or not until after you already post the video and people decide whether you're boring them to death with the talk of multiplication. So the tag I'm doing, I started it last week. It was a 100 question tag, and there's just no way I can get 100 questions in on one tag. So I actually have a timer. Since I can't see the screen on my camera now with the angle I'm at, I have a timer on my Echo to tell me when it's time to start a new clip. So when you hear that, I will be resetting the camera. But this tag is called the 99 questions no one asks. And I got to question 50. And so where'd it go? Yeah, so we're on 51. That question is, last time you got a portrait taken by a photographer of myself, that would probably be back when we got our picture taken for the church directory, and that had to be in 2011. Yeah, when both my girls were still living at home. So we got a portrait of the 4 of us, my husband, myself, and Ayla and Stephanie. You could tell Ayla didn't want to be there. And yeah, so we actually have that on the wall because we wanted to make sure to get a copy of it. And I've been wanting to get pictures done. I mean, Teslin's had professional portraits taken of her, but not since she was like around a year and a half, something like that. So we need to get those done. She gets them done with Santa every year. This year I took the picture myself because we went somewhere else. Okay, next question. Do you think musicals are cheesy? No. Musicals, it just depends on which one it is. Like Grease, that's definitely not cheesy to me. I love that movie. If they're talking about like in the theater, no, I don't think they're cheesy. I think it's a good way to express, to mix acting and singing in one production. So that'll be a no, not cheesy to me. And the next question, I can guarantee you I won't be falling asleep during this one. Christmas stressful? Is Christmas stressful? It used to be. When I felt that I needed to get every single person in the entire family a gift, yeah, it was stressful. Trying to figure out what to get for everybody and if they're gonna like it, if they'll, stick their nose up at it. When I started making gifts for people, it was a bit stressful, trying to get them done in time. But Now it's whether if I get it done, I do. If I don't, I don't. And everybody just expects they're not getting anything on the, my extended family, my siblings, and oh, my timer's about to go off. Alexa, stop. Okay, so I'm going to reset this, and I will finish answering this question as soon as I come back. See if I can feel for the... This third entry was done by Carolina Gomez. It is Jesus with a baby in his arms. Okay, so my camera goes 29 minutes. I set my timer for 28 minutes, so it gives me leeway so it doesn't cut me off completely when I don't expect it. All right, so I was answering about Christmas being stressful. Yeah, one year I did some filet crochet things for my siblings and my in-laws and my parents. Well, my dad and his wife. I did not get everyone's done. I wanted to do one for my stepbrother and my other brother. I got one done for my sister, my one brother, my in-laws, and my dad and his wife. I got those done. I did not get the others done. I still have the stuff for it, but I graphed it myself, and yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. It had their name on it. It had their anniversary date on it, and it was their favorite color. I did it in their favorite color, so. Then I started diamond painting, and nothing got done. No crochet patterns got done that I was planning on finishing. Yeah. I've ended up giving one gift so far of diamond painting. I actually had one get finished. And I actually have a video of it if you want to take a look at the one that I actually made and then framed and gave to my friend. It's, I had to take pictures and whatnot since I made the video after I had already given it to her, but I had made sure to take pictures at least so that it would be able to be seen when I decided to do the review of that store. I'm missing my gold tip in this because in my pin here, because I was doing the one in the living room with it, and I find that it's easier to do rounds, the gems, the larger gems, or it's easier to do the AB gems with this tip here because it's bigger and it grabs on, it has more goop to grab onto it. So I was using that in the living room, and I actually dropped my tip in my chair, so it's gonna have to be replaced. But until then, I'm just gonna work with it without the tip for now, even though it makes it wonky. These drills have a lot of tabs on them. This was before they switched over to the better company with their diamonds. Okay, my next question. So it wasn't stressful this last year. This last Christmas was not stressful. I mean, it was stressful, the fact that I wanted to get that diamond painting done for Christmas, but when I realized there was no way I was going to be able to, I just let the stress roll off my back and say, well, maybe next year. So, and then I just got gifts for my kids and my husband. And that worked out good because none of my siblings gave me a gift, and I did want to give my sister a gift. She did give me something, but I just couldn't get it done in time. Anyway, that's my answer. Ever eat a pierogi? Oh yeah, I like pierogies. I actually learned about them when I was dating this guy from Canada, and it's something that they eat a lot. Well, he did. I don't know if it's a Canadian thing, but he ate pierogies a lot, and I didn't know where to get them, and then he showed me where they were in the grocery store, and sure enough, and I love them. I mean, they're very carb heavy because they're like a dumpling, not a dumpling, but a pot sticker. What's inside is potatoes, though. It's like a potato pot sticker. So yeah, there's so many different ways you can eat them, cook them, and the ones that I've been able to find here are just basically cheese and potato. So yeah, I've eaten pierogies. And my favorite type of fruit pie, apple. My dad's apple pie is the best. Lemon meringue is good too, but apple would be my favorite. I like pumpkin, but that's a vegetable, not a fruit. Okay. So, occupations you wanted to be when you were a kid. There was only one. I wanted to be an actress. That was it. I even, did my freshman year, the whole thing where you have to do it. You had to write an essay and do all this research, and I did all that on acting and going to UCLA, and yeah. I mean, me and my friend, we actually had our whole lives planned out. She was a year behind me in school, but we planned to move to LA together, and we planned to. We didn't have boyfriends, so we figured we were going to be single forever, and so we planned to have alternative methods to getting pregnant at the same time, and we were both going to have boys, and we were going to name them. We already had the names picked out, and yeah, it was this. I was serious about it. Things just didn't end up that way, of course. Because I met the kids' dad, and yeah, she was still in high school when that happened. I was 17 when I got married to him. Yeah. I got my GED 8 years after I graduated. Well, 8 years after the year I was supposed to graduate from high school. So... but I got it. Unlike some people I know who didn't realize that they never graduated high school, go to try and get a job, and they go to get the proof from your high school that you graduated, and you get informed that you did not graduate. That really was a bummer for somebody I know. I'm not going to say names. So, question was... what was the question? What I wanted to be when I grew up. Okay. And do you believe in ghosts? I don't believe so much in ghosts, but I believe in spirits. I know a lot of people wouldn't believe me or would have something to say about it, but when I was a kid, and this is something that I was like 3, and this is probably my furthest memory. I may have been 4. My brother, my mom, and I were in the car, and we came to, we were on, somehow we were on the, we got stuck in the mudslide. And there were cars all over the place, you know, trying to get out of the mud. And I remember there being people standing on the side of the road. And my mom got out of the car. She told me to stay there. And I remember trying to get out. And then all of a sudden, this man in a white robe got in the car and told me to stay in the car. And he got in the car and he drove us out of the mudslide. And my mom, I don't even remember what she told me, but she didn't see him. My brother was 2 years old. He says that he saw him, but I don't know if he would remember that. But I plainly remember him telling me to stay in the car because I was getting ready to get out after my mom. I was in the front seat. And my brother was in the back seat in his car seat. And I know that was an angel. And he got us out because then he was gone after he got us out of the mudslide. And I don't know how to explain it to anybody. All I know is I was young and I know what I saw. My mom even, she believed us. I mean, she confirmed that there was just no other explanation as to what happened and how we got out of that mudslide. So, I don't know about ghosts, though. To me, you know, ghosts have been portrayed as being scary, and I don't want to think that is real, that people hang around after they've died. You know, I don't want to think that. You know, there's things that have supposedly proven the existence of ghosts with these shows, but you never know when something's been trumped up or faked or whatever. So I guess it's one of those things where you've got to see, you know, believe it. You'll believe it when you see it yourself. Like my experience. I can't tell people to believe in something. They'd have to sometimes see something for themselves to believe in it. So I can't say I do believe in ghosts. So let's put it as a no. And next question. Well, I'm not getting through these very fast at all, am I? 'Cause I'm actually talking about them and not just halfway being awake saying yes or no to them. Okay, I'm done with that color. So there's 2 more colors left in this section. I think it's 310 and 959, so I need to get that thing put back on this. It's bugging me. I can't do it without my tip anymore. Put these back in. I think it's 939. Yeah, 939 and 310. 310 has less. So I tend to leave the one that I have the most of for last. So 939 is going to be done last. This next painting was done by Shanda Seeley, and it was purchased from Diamond Art Club, and it is called Alice in Wonderland. All right, let's get back to this. I've got my 310s out here, and the next question is, ever have a deja vu feeling? Yeah, I don't know anyone who hasn't. I mean, some people just don't know how to pinpoint it or what to call it. But, yeah, I know what a deja vu feeling is, and I've had them. I used to have them a lot. But not so much nowadays, but it's weird. I know, it's a really weird feeling to have. Take a vitamin a day. Take a vitamin daily. Yes, I do. I take 2 actually because of my stomach surgery. I have to take double the amount that you normally would take in a day. So, because my stomach doesn't absorb as fast as normal stomachs, so I have to take twice as much so that I'm insured to get just the regular amount. And so I also take other vitamins, not just multivitamin. I take vitamin B, I take D, I take calcium, and I think that's it. Let's see. Wear slippers sometimes. I wear either socks or slippers around the house when it's cold. I don't have the kind that I really want, which are the ones that have the hard bottoms so that you can wear them outside. I'd wear them everywhere. I'd wear nothing but those if I had them. I swear. Because yeah, what's the point in putting shoes on when you can wear those things that look like shoes and be comfortable in them? You know? So, yes, I wear slippers. Wear a bathrobe? No, I've never been a bathrobe type person. It's just, I get out of the shower, towel off, put my clothes on. I don't walk around with a towel or anything. I don't see the point in a robe. I don't know what a robe's for, apparently. I thought it was something that some people put it over their pajamas, but I don't know why. Do they do that because it's cold? Or do they do it because they don't want people to see them wearing pajamas? Afraid they're going to think that they were actually asleep when they come to the door or whatever. I don't know. I don't know the purpose of a robe. Maybe it is for extra warmth. I don't know. But no, I've never been a robe person. So I think there's a bathrobe. There's bathrobes and then there's robes. So some people wear bathrobes when they get out of the bath and it dries them off, I guess. But yeah, I don't use either one. And what do you wear to bed? I've answered this question before. I just wear underclothes to bed. Yeah. That's what I wear. And first concert, I've been to 2 concerts in my life. It's pretty sad, I know. They had free concerts in California where we lived. The place doesn't do them anymore, but it was pretty, it was like the only thing to do really in that county other than go bowling or watch a movie and drink. Those were the only things to do down there. And so I went to one that I had free tickets to. It was called, it was George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars. Trust me, it was not my style. It was not something I really paid attention to, and I think we left early. But then, a couple years later, I actually won tickets to something for the fair. I was actually in Home Depot paying my credit card bill, and while I was there waiting for them to take my payment, I filled out a free drawing for free tickets to see a concert at the fair. Lo and behold, I went to the fair, I think it was the next day, and I got a phone call from the radio station telling me that I won tickets to see whoever it was that was playing that night. And I'm like, well, I'm at the fair right now, and I'm here with my kids, and there's no way I'd be able to find a sitter, get them, get everything squared away in order to come back for that concert tonight. So they said, well, what about tomorrow? It's, they're having, oh my gosh. I know who it is. It's just on the tip of my tongue, tip of my brain. She sings, oh my gosh, I can't even think of it. Okay, I finally figured it out. It was Pat Benatar. I went and saw her concert at the fair. And that was probably the best concert I'd ever been to, considering I only had one other one to compare it to. But, yeah, that was good. Free tickets. I never paid for it, either one. I'd love to go see a concert, see Maroon 5 or something, but the cost of tickets, and now I have to get a babysitter and whatnot, it's just, nah, not worth it. I wouldn't want to be trampled on and be squished in with a bunch of people and not be able to see, and I'd rather just listen to them on the radio or with headphones or whatever. I'm getting too old for that kind of stuff, I guess. Well, my body physically is too old for it. Maybe when I was younger I would have been able to, but it was not something that we were allowed to do when I was younger. It kind of went against the rules of the house, or growing up a pastor's kid, you have a lot more rules than you do if you're not. So that's my answer to that question. And the next one is Walmart, Target, or Kmart? Walmart. I get some things at Target, but mainly Walmart, because I like their savings catcher thing, where if you buy things there and it's on sale somewhere else, they'll actually give you the difference. I've actually gotten back quite a bit of money from that, so we shop at Walmart. Mainly because that's where you can get everything. You can get your groceries, you can get your prescriptions or whatnot. Medicines, vitamins. We don't get our prescriptions there, but we get like vitamins and things like that. We get everything there, basically. Our groceries. And next question is Nike or Adidas. I'd say neither. I wear, I can't even think of the name of the brand I wear, because Nike, they're too narrow and I can't wear them. So that is not something. And Adidas, I've never had Adidas. When I was a kid, well, in high school and stuff, I would get the name brands like that, save up my own money, and I'd buy them. But I'd have to get a size 10 or 10 and a half just so that they would fit my feet, because I have wide feet and my right foot is actually wider than my left. So it makes it really hard to shop. Skechers, that's what I wear now, because they have actually make wide. I think that, yeah, Skechers. And that's what I've been wearing since I discovered them. So I can actually wear my actual size, which is like an 8, 7.5 to 8. Because they have wide, which is nice. Because when I was a kid growing up, we always had to get our shoes at Volume Shoe Source, or Payless they call it here, and they wouldn't last because the soles of those shoes, they're made out of like a material that's not solid, and so they would break down really fast for me, and they wouldn't last. So I get the kind that will last. They cost a little bit more than the $20 that you'd pay at Volume, but I don't have to buy shoes every year like I did when I was in school. But that's all my mom could afford, so. I wanted Kangas so bad when I was in school. When I was in, like, grade school. They were so popular. You know, they had that little pocket on the side. And, you know, of course, I could never get them. But it didn't stop me from wanting them. Yeah. I never had anything popular when I was in grade school or middle school. And not even high school. Not until, you know, I started working myself and being able to buy a couple of things, but not much. I never had name brand clothes. So, small. My life. But that's okay. I survived without having name brand stuff. Even though it is hard when you're a kid and wearing generic stuff all the time. I remember one year my parents were pretty, we didn't have money, and, you know, my dad was just starting his church, so we relied a lot on donations from other churches to, you know, for a lot of things. And that Christmas, I actually got a pair of Kmart shoes for Christmas. And I was actually excited about it because I needed shoes. But I got them for Christmas. Yeah. But I guess that's, you know, I was happy. I was happy I got my tennis shoes because I needed them, and I don't know. I've given shoes for Christmas, but they were like specialty shoes. For, you know, like Ayla, she wanted those Chucks. I think they call them Chucks. The all-star thing with the star on the side. Can't remember the name of them. So, yeah. I don't remember the question. Do we remember? Target or Adidas? Okay, Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. Definitely crunchy Cheetos. They're addictive. I like both, but the Cheetos are very addictive. I could just... Yeah. I could eat a whole bag, probably. Well, I'm not talking the large bags. I'm talking, you know, the ones that you get that are not the single-serve tiny ones, but the ones that you get, like, at convenience stores. Yeah, I could probably eat a bag of those. Peanuts or sunflower seeds. That's hard. I used to eat sunflower seeds a lot when I was trying to quit smoking. And losing weight. You know, sunflower seeds were a big thing for me. And I always had them, and I was always eating them. But I love peanuts. But I hate cracking peanuts open. Sunflower seeds, I don't mind because you can actually pop them open in your mouth. But peanuts, not so much. I actually like pistachios better than either one. And that's kind of a more of an adult thing because I never ate pistachios until I was later in life when I was on my own and all that. Okay, 68. Ever hear of the group Très Bien? No. Guessing it's a French group. 69. Ever take dance lessons? Actually, I did. The kind of dance lessons I took were clog dancing. I had seen people clogging at the fair. This was when I was young. I was, you know, junior high, maybe the beginning of high school. And I wanted to clog so bad. So I saved up my money and bought myself some of those patent leather shoes that you had to have with the clogs. And I finally got them, and then I started going to the lessons and learning how to do all that. I did it by myself. Nobody went with me. But I had to have a ride to get there because it was clear across town in this church gym that they were doing it in. And, you know, I was probably the youngest person there. And then I just think I got too embarrassed to start going, to keep going, because I realized that it was just a bunch of adults and no kids were there, and I couldn't afford to pay for the fee every week. But yeah, I liked it. I thought it was fun while it lasted, I guess. But that's the only kind of dancing I've done. I'm not any kind of ballet dancer or anything like that. And is there a profession you picture your future spouse doing? My future spouse? That's kind of weird, because I already have a spouse, and I don't ever plan on having another future spouse. It would be nice if my husband could get into computer programming and stuff like he'd like to. But that would mean he'd have to go back to school, and he's not one for school, just like me, not a school person. So it's just more of a dream job than reality. He'll probably be in retail for the rest of his career, just because that's where he's got all of his experience. He does have an interview, a phone interview, coming up. I don't remember what day he said it was. But the job opportunities are kind of trickling in really slow. He's had a few interviews, but nothing promising. I mean, he's taking anything that comes his way. He even interviewed for a manager for a marijuana store, because, you know, marijuana is legal here for recreational. Neither one of us smoke it, but he's basically the type of person that can sell ice to an Eskimo. And so if that were something that he was offered, he would take it. But, you know, it all came down to the fact that because he didn't have experience in the field, he didn't get that job. And he was glad of it, because he really didn't want to work in a marijuana store. You know, it'd be different if it was something that was in his interest. Like if it was something he was interested in, and if it was a video game store, that would be the perfect place for him to get a job, because he's always up on that kind of stuff. I should mention to him that he should check out and just apply at, GameStops and stuff like that. Because then he'd actually probably be happy and look forward to going to work every day. Right now I've got him helping me by working on the database. So he's entering all my books. He's entering the information for me. I know he's probably not going at it very fast, but at least it's starting to get done. Because I don't have the time whatsoever to do it. I made Gordon Emmerich helped me. He was one of the winners from, I think he was the winner of my 3,300 subscriber giveaway. He's actually helped me get a database started for getting all that, all the information for all my diamond paintings, where they're at, where they're located, which Jim can't fill that information in. I have to figure out where they're at in my stash, because I have several different places that they're being kept, just because they don't fit in one spot anymore. And anyway, he's helping me do that, and he does help me with my pen orders. he basically puts the label on the envelopes and puts the receipt in the envelope for me. I appreciate every little bit he could help me with, just because it's just one less thing I need to do, and I can spend more time maybe diamond painting or doing a drill with me or something, you know? It's really hard seeing the difference between the symbols for 310 and 939. They're in here. They're different symbols, and it's obvious. I just have to be looking for them. So, alright, here we go. Next question. Can you curl your tongue? Yes, I can. Ever want a spelling bee? Never been in a spelling bee. So that would be a no. I didn't really get it good at spelling or anything until high school, and then it really started kicking in and catching on and being able to spell things properly and all that. Maybe that's how it is with most kids. I don't know. Have you ever cried because you were so happy? Yeah. I have. Don't ask me what it was. There's been quite a few things that I've been so happy that I've cried about. I just can't remember what they were, what they are right now. But that'll be a yes. And I'm trying to get these on this. There we go. Okay. Next question. I keep losing my place. Okay, own any record albums? I do. They're in my storage shed, but I do own them. I don't own a record player anymore, but I still have my records from when I did play them every single day. I have like the soundtrack to Beverly Hills Cop 2. I have a soundtrack to Secret of My Success, and I have Wham! Make It Big. I have Janet Jackson's Control. I don't know if I have any other ones, but I remember I have those. And I listen to them so much, especially the Beverly Hills Cop one. Especially after the movie came out, I was like really into it. Alright. Own a record player. I already answered that. I do not regularly burn incense. Not anymore. I used to. When in my early 20s. It was a thing, I guess, back then. Incense was really popular. I used to burn it all the time. It was so cheap, too. You know, you get like 10 for $1. You still can. You get them at the Dollar Tree. And so I don't think incense has actually changed in price since I burned it regularly. Probably about the same. Come on. Hate it when that happens. And it pops and then all your drills that you had lined up go flying everywhere. Now I have to redo it. Ever been in love? Yeah, I've been in love a couple times. Yeah, love is one of those things where sometimes you think you're in love and you're not. And another thing, other times you don't realize you're in love. It's too late. Who would you like to see in concert? I did answer that. I'd like to see Maroon 5. Is there anyone else I would like to see? Yeah, that's about it. You know, I'm not really big into music anymore. What was the last concert you saw? Okay, I already answered that too. It was Pat Benatar. Hot tea or cold tea? Cold tea. I like iced tea. Sweet tea. Don't drink it very often. Used to. Should probably start making it again because I love tea. And that would probably be better than drinking sodas every day. Because we've gotten into that bad habit of having a soda from Dairy Mart every day. And that gets not only expensive, but you don't really, doesn't help with the weight either. So maybe I'll suggest that to my husband. I don't know, because we weren't drinking tea really. I don't know. I'll see with him, check with him. I think he might like doing that too. He just probably wouldn't want to be the one to make it. We used to have an iced tea maker, so that's how I know we did have it. We were drinking it at one point because we got it for our wedding. When we got married, got it as a gift. They're really cheap too. They're just kind of a gimmick, those iced tea makers, because you have to switch things around in order to add the ice, and then, yeah. It's, yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather just do it in the microwave and then add your stuff afterwards. It's just the same thing. You don't need to buy something to make, iced tea that isn't, I mean, I like sun tea, but, you have to have actually a sun that's out and warm to make that, which we do not, but maybe 3 months out of the year, and this is not that time of year right now, so, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, next question. Tea or coffee? Coffee. In fact, I need to take a drink of coffee. I don't like doing it because I sip loud, and I try not to, but I just do. Oh, okay, but my mouth is getting dry, so I had to. Sorry about that. Alrighty. Next question. I'm probably gonna, I don't know if I'll finish these questions off, but I know a good portion of the last timer I had up was spent me trying to remember Pat Benatar's name. Let's see. Sugar or snickerdoodles? Snickerdoodles are pretty good, but I thought sugar cookies were the same thing. Snickerdoodles, I think, have cinnamon on them, so I'd say snickerdoodles. Can you swim well? I can swim. I can swim well enough to keep myself from drowning. And that reminds me of a time that I was on one of my trips with the YMCA, where we go to California to, Great America or Disneyland. We went to Disneyland 3 times, to Great America once. And one of the trips, we would do other stuff during the week. We'd only go to the theme park one day. So the rest of the trip, it was a 7-day trip, we were doing other stuff. And one of those times we went to the beach, and we went boogie boarding. So I was on my boogie board, and I was waiting for a wave, trying to catch a wave. And nothing was coming, and I kept getting further and further back. And somebody had been teasing me, talking about sharks in those waters. So I was freaking out. I couldn't get back in. Undertow took me back took me out. I mean, I had the boogie board, so I had a flotation device, but I was scared to death that shark was going to come get me. I was afraid I was going to float all the way back out to sea. Oh, I was scared to death. And then some other people were there, and I was yelling and screaming, and they actually got a lifeguard, and he was so cute. I was so embarrassed, and he had to pull me in. Yeah, I got saved by a lifeguard because I couldn't swim in against the waves. I couldn't. It was just impossible. So I was lucky that they had lifeguards out there and where we were, because it was the ocean. You never know if there's. So yeah, I can swim when I need to, but not in the ocean when I have undertow pulling me out to sea, and I'm deathly afraid that a shark's gonna come and eat me. So, yeah. Next question. Can you hold your breath without holding your nose? Yeah, I can, but not underwater. If I'm underwater, I actually have to use my upper lip to cover up my nostrils in order to be able to hold my breath underwater, or else water goes up my nose and it hurts. I don't know. That's just something I've done ever since I learned how to swim. Weird, I know. Are you patient? I am a lot more patient now than I used to be. Let's put it that way. I have a lot more patience with Teslin than I did with my older two, because I was like 20. I was 19 when Ayla was born. And I was 21 when Stephanie was born. So my patience were not developed. My skill of patience was not developed very well at that point in my life. But now I have a lot more patience than, yeah. So I would say I'm patient. But when it comes to certain things, there's just no having patience for. Like adults that should know better on some things. I mean, I probably should learn to have patience in that, and I am trying. That's one of my, I'm not perfect, and that's something that I will probably never be perfect in, but I will always be working on trying to be better. Oh, Teslin's awake. It sounds like she's coming in here. Yeah, so you'll get to say hi to Teslin before we cut this video off. Hey, close the door, baby. I'm making a video. Do you want to say hi? Or just go lay down? You want to just go lay down? You want mama? Okay. And the timer is about to go off, so I'm going to stop this clip and pick up with the next painting. Is a cute little butterfly girl, and it was done by Sandra Rivera. Okay, I'm back. We have a little area in here that Teslin likes to lay down in when she comes in here, because she likes to be by me, and she goes back to sleep. So I had to get her all settled in and go potty and all that kind of stuff when you wake up in the middle of the night. Well, at least her. Next question is, band or DJ at your wedding? Neither, because the denomination of church that we're in, dancing is basically forbidden. So I got married in that church. The only wedding I had was when I married Jim, and so we didn't have dancing, we didn't have music. But if I were to have had one, I would have had a DJ. Just because bands are, DJ you can find a friend to do. bands, you'd actually have to know people to get one for a really good price. And we only spent a total of $2,000 for our wedding, and that was including my dress and the honeymoon. So it was very frugally planned. We actually got the cake for free because they spelled my name wrong. They spelled my name wrong. And they did the wrong color on the boutonnieres, so we got a big discount on those as well. So we ended up, like I said, only $2,000, so there was no room for any kind of spending on things like that. Alright, so ever won a contest? I did mention how I won the tickets to see Pat Benatar. Yeah, where are those spots that I was looking for? Here they are. See if I won anything else. I've won things like where you call into the radio station, and because I used to listen to the radio all the time when I was in high school. I was always calling in, trying to, be the 9th caller or whatever it is. And I got that one time. Did I win anything else? I won a freebie on AliExpress, but I didn't do it right. I didn't realize I was supposed to take pictures and all this stuff, and I didn't take pictures of opening it and all that, so I doubt I'll ever get to win a freebie again because I did it wrong. So I don't know if that would be considered a contest. I won 2nd place in a contest at church when I was a kid where you had to sell pens that we were selling for something, to raise money for something. And I was really big on the sales. Has been a big thing in our family. We're really good at it. I would stand outside the convenience store and sell them. They're just like big pens. People buy them for $1. And I sold a lot, and I got 2nd place and didn't even realize I won a Walkman. It wasn't really a Walkman, it was just basically a radio. But it was so cool to me because our family couldn't afford anything like that. And then I was like, I had the most donations for the canned food drive for my class, because I went door to door getting donations. I've just always been that way, where I set my mind to something and I go for it. And like I had talked about in Girl Scouts when I was in Brownies, and I sold the most amount of Girl Scout cookies because I went door to door. That was before they would stand outside grocery stores and do it the easy way. Now, back when I did it, we had to go door to door. I had my little wagon that I delivered the cookies in to people too. Not in the middle of the night. You got school in the morning. So, let's see. Trying to get through these before I cut it off. 88. Ever have plastic surgery? No, I've never had plastic surgery. 89. Which are better, black or green olives? I like them both, but I think black olives are better. I love both. Yeah, it's hard to... if they're just regular black green olives, those are great. But I could eat Both. I could sit there and eat a jar of them if I could. But my dad had bought these specialty ones. He had it Thanksgiving, and they had jalapenos in the middle, and those were not the best tasting. Yeah. So next one. Can you knit or crochet? Yes, I can do both. And I have done both. And I still know how to do both. I've actually got projects of both. Works in progress, whips, that are sitting somewhere waiting for me to back up on it. And I don't know if I ever will. Depends on how long it takes me to get bored of diamond painting, if ever. So, never know. And best room for a fireplace, I would say the best room for a fireplace would be any room in a castle. If we lived in a castle, I would love to have a fireplace in my bedroom. That would be so cool. Have a small bedroom with a fireplace, keep it warm, nice and toasty. Yeah. Do you want to get married? Well, I am married, so yeah. If married, how long have you been married? Ooh, let's see. In 2 months, it will be 9 years that I've been married to Jim. And I've been married to him longer than I was married to any of my first 2 husbands. My first husband I was married to for 4.5 years. Married him at 17. And my second husband, I was married to him for 7 years, almost. About 6.5 years. So yeah, 9 years. It's crazy. Almost a decade. So. Alright, number 94. Who was your high school crush? Oh, just guys that...
Mommy, are you gonna do your diamond painting?
I'm doing my diamond painting while I'm talking. Just some guy, I don't even remember their name now. I mean, yeah, it's somebody I can't remember. I remember my junior high crush. Jason Cox was the one that I had the biggest crush on. And there was like 3 guys. They actually hung out together, so I snuck pictures of them on in the cafeteria, and that was junior high though. I don't remember having a crush in high school. It's weird. Actually, I do have I do remember a couple people I had crushes on in high school, but they may or may not be on my Facebook friends list, so I'm not even going to say their names because that would be very awkward considering they're married and all that stuff now.
Mommy,
What?
I got a question.
What's your question?
I got a question.
Oh, you have a crush on me? You have a mommy crush?
Yeah.
You love your mommy. Okay, I don't think she understands what a crush is, really. Because she's been telling me she has a crush on me for a while now. Yeah. Do you cry and throw a fit until you get your own way? What? I'm not too. I'm gonna say no. That's a weird question. Do you have kids? Yeah. I have 3 on this earth and 3 up in heaven. And they're probably all girls. I know 4 of them. 4 are girls for sure. And the other 2 I don't know. But I wouldn't doubt that they were girls just because that is how my luck has been. I've had all girls, so. Do you want kids? I'm done. I'm done having kids.
Well, I'm the only one in the, I'm a kid now, but I'm 6 and I growed up.
Yeah, you're 6 now and you growed up. You're my last kid, right?
Yeah, but
I'm gonna finish answering these so she can go to sleep. 98. What's your favorite color? Well, it's hard. I like teal, but teal is kind of dark, and I found that I really actually like a brighter blue, more like this kind of a blue aqua color. So that and purple, deep purples like this, and pinks. Having the mixture of the 3, that's my favorite color. And do you miss anyone right now? 99. I miss my mom. There's things I just wish I could have said to her.
My favorite color is blue and yellow, blue and yellow.
Blue and yellow and blue yellow.
Yeah, and they make green.
Yep, you're right. There were some things I wish I would have been able to say to my mom before she died, or I wish I would have taken advantage of the fact that she was alive and spent more time with her. And so yeah, I miss her. I'll see her again one day, but I miss her here on this earth. So, and I miss seeing my siblings, my brothers. I don't see them very often anymore. My brother Joe used to live right next door to me, so I'd see him all the time, and he would come over and hang out like every night. And then Chris lived across the street from me. We all used to live on the same block, except for Sarah. She's been living in Washington for quite a while now. But, and then my mom lived just 3 doors down from me, so it was pretty close-knit right there. And then things changed. People started buying houses and moving along and moving out and spreading out. So, gosh darn it. That's why we miss each other, because we see each other during the holidays now. I mean, I got to see everybody at Christmas, but I don't think it's enough compared to what we used to see each other. How often we used to see each other. It's not enough seeing each other like once a year. We used to be a lot closer than that. And I miss it. So that's the end of this tag, and this video is probably going to be very, very long. So I am going to cut it off here. I do have a question of the day for you guys, though. I've got to find it. Here we go. Let's see. Do you have a nickname? If so, what is it and how did you get it? My nickname is Donnie. I don't go by my real name, my full name, because it's just too long and I don't I don't care for it. My real name is Donetta, and it's too formal for me. So I've gone by Donnie all my life, except for one time in grade school where I was forced to go by Donetta because there was a boy in the class named Donnie. And of course it was spelled differently, but still, they made me go by Donetta. And I couldn't even find my place on the first day of school because how they put your name on the tables, because I didn't see Donnie anywhere. And that's when I found out that I had to go by Donetta, and I was so upset. I actually cried. I think it was like first grade. So.
First grade.
Yeah, I was in first grade one time. So yeah, that's my nickname. Donnie is my nickname. So if you want to tell me what your nickname was growing up, or if you have a nickname, if not, then no, you don't have a nickname. And how did you get your nickname? If you could leave it down below in the comment section. On your way down, don't forget to hit that like button. And I hope to see you guys in my next video. I do have quite a few planned that I just need to get around to doing. Good job, Tesslyn.
Hold on. You and 4 are new Star Wars.
Oh, good. You and 4 are your new Star Wars.
For you.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will see you in my next video. I do have quite a few ideas coming up and possibly a collaboration. So I'll see you then. Take care. Have fun diamond painting. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me while I worked on Topsy Turvy here. And I will see you then. Don't forget to have fun diamond painting. And don't forget to sparkle wherever you go and whatever you do. Bye!